Mm-hmm. We have a shop. The Grand Dames has a shop at thegrandames.com/shop. There's all kinds of goodies there for the home, for the self, stationery, and stickers. We have these wonderful handmade pieces, which are many of them one of a kind. You can't get them anywhere else. Such as these lovely little teacup charms made with watercolor. They're all one of a kind and made in small batches, so once they're gone, they're gone. These adorable accessories, stationery, beautiful things to make your home gorgeous and to raise your spirits are available at thegrandames.com/shop. There's something there for everyone's budget, so stop on by. And thank you, as always, for watching. Hello, everyone. Hi, everybody. Hello, 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 didn't get chat up in time. There's always something. There's always something. But I'm so glad to see all you guys here. I am going to. Oh, I see you guys saying hello to me. Hi. Hi. I am going to pop out chat here so we can get it over here so everybody can see what everybody else is saying because it's exciting. It's so exciting. Hello. I am so glad to be here today because yay! because first of all, I have some hellos to do, and then today we are kind of chilling out with 20 questions today. We have had a busy time of it behind the scenes, and just before we started, Mary said, "We got you, boo." And that just like squee. So my sisters are waiting behind the scenes. So we'll make this quick. I want to say hello to Vagabond, who sent me a beautiful message last night, right when I was having kind of a little existential crisis, like kind of struggling. And then boom, Vagabond sent me this message that just, and I told her I would say hello to her. So hi, Vagabond. Hi, I'm so glad to see you here. I'm so glad to see the mod team as usual in residence. There's Kura and Angie. Celeste is in the house, I think. And hi again. Oh, hugs to you, Vagabond. Oh, thank you so much, Aqua. I really appreciate it. So we're playing 20 questions. So I want you guys to get thinking on what questions that you are going to have. And normally we do have an after party, which the dames do enjoy. However, this month we're not going to be having it because I am actually the stopper in this problem here because I have plans going on tonight. So womp womp. Normally I'm very committed to the after party, but this month we have a lot going on and some special days coming up in the family. Hello, Jats. So, a haughty chicken sent you? Thank you so much for that super chat. By the way, you guys, we are trying to come to Twitch, and we have run into a little problem with that. We are working on it. But your super chats, your Patreon support, all of that goes actually right back into the channel. Here's all I ever do with the money. We go out and get Chinese food. I'm not joking. That's it. The rest of it goes into the channel. So yeah, thank you so much for that donation. Super chats are most welcome. And I'm going to bring the dames on. I'm going to go and unmute Miss Shirley over here, and all the dames can unmute themselves now. And then I am going to bring us in, along with, if you guys don't know it yet, our newest dame. Here they are. And oh my goodness, where's my background? Jeez, crap. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, everybody.
We want a professional outfit around here. Yep, it's gone on both ones. So let me fix that.
But we're here. It's okay. We're here.
We did some file changes, background stuff, and so that's my excuse. That's what I'm going for. But in the meantime, while you guys enjoy that nice, cozy black background, y'all soak that in. Talk amongst yourselves for just a minute while I figure this out. Live stream.
We're all good. We're all good. I hope you've all had a good week. While Jess is working that out, I'll say I hope you're having a lovely week. And remember, recharge your batteries. I say this to everybody on a Friday or an early Saturday. Recharge your batteries on the weekend.
Yes. Good.
I've been recharging mine.
I'm having a momentary challenge.
I just heard
here.
fireworks out the window. They're starting already.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my.
So
Oh,
you
that's
guys
right.
can let
It's
us know in
4th of
chat,
July.
like what you
It's our
guys.
Independence Weekend, and
Ah,
Yep.
that's right. That's right.
fireworks are already happening.
I hope
Mhm.
if you celebrate this weekend, I hope you do it safely and have a good weekend.
Exactly. Have a safe weekend.
And I hope you guys are having a good laugh at this lack of background thing. That's what I hope is happening because
A slight technical difficulty, but
we have
we're all
one
here. We're all here.
almost every week, and I see you guys. Thank you so much for those super chats. Thank you, our editor who can now be paid, and I'm not joking about that. Thanks you.
I'm watching the stream and it looks fine.
Yeah, but there's usually a nice pink background back there.
Oh, okay.
That's usually there. You can.
We can talk about Hi, Shirley.
Typing to people, but I don't see them.
Yeah, and Shirley, by the way, I can fix that for you. So everybody, just like I said, just talk amongst yourselves for a little bit here.
Oh, well, I'll show. I'm wearing my pendant that I got it in, and it's my first time wearing it.
Lovely.
Pendant.
Very nice.
Shirley, I'm going to
share what's
actually
in
Really
there.
cute.
put up the stream for you over here, muted, so you can see that, okay? And so
The
just
chat,
give me a
not the
moment.
stream.
The chat, yes, I will do that for you. Got that. Okay. Let's see. Just go here. So can you guys, thank you so much for those super chats. Our editor thanks you. She can eat this month. That's wonderful. Thank you.
If you like, I'll share what's in my cup, and I'll start the lead. So last time I was on, which was the first time, we had the PAX panel, and I remember Jessa said, "What have you all got in your teacups?" And I nearly spat out my tea because Shirley said she had wine in hers. So this morning in my teacup, I actually have an iced Vietnamese coffee that hubby made with Kahlua in it because yes, it's Sunday morning, so why not? So that's what's in my cup this morning. I thought I might share that.
Now I'm going to have to confess what's in my cup because it's not tea.
Oh, good. What's in your cup?
It's a little cranberry juice and vodka.
Oh, okay,
Cheers.
now we're talking.
Ooh.
Everybody, we're starting the
I've been
festivities
out at the
here.
pool all day, and I just brought it in with me. But I am using our Grand Dame's cup.
Yay! By the way, there's another Grand Dames. Yeah, the Grand Dames confession. So you guys, let's just confess. What's in you guys' teacup right now? Like,
I was going to have a glass of wine, and then I changed my mind. I've got tea. If I'd have known everybody else was going to have such good drinks, I'd have had my wine.
you know, Shirley, if you
What?
want, I can turn off your camera and you can go get one. You want some?
No, I've already got hot tea here.
And I
I'm
guess
so-
in the confession, this is number 3.
Oh,
So,
It sounds like a future stream, the Confessions of the Grand
I
Dame.
think every
Confession.
20 questions, right? I'm going to be ready to answer.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would be a great stream idea. It's like, okay, let's just talk about, like, let's just whip out
Maybe.
some of our,
Maybe.
yeah, maybe not the too juicy stuff, but Shirley, are you content there?
Right.
You good? I can see she is.
Yeah.
She's got that smile going on. That smile is my barometer. I live for that smile. And by the way, my team, I can see your messages coming in. It is working this month. Our background isn't working, but everything else is. So let me just take a moment, and I'm going to ask each of you guys to share what you're doing for July 4th to kind of fill this in while I figure out what's going on with this problem. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'll start. We're kind of doing an early day today. Actually, my entire family is outside at the pool in the backyard. So hopefully I'm coming up here for an hour. Everybody be quiet. But tomorrow we're actually going to go visit a family member that lives 3 hours away. So we'll be on the road, hopefully early, so we get there in time, and spend a family day with extended family for the 4th.
Okay, so that's what Mary's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
What about you, Shirley?
pardon?
What you doing for the 4th?
Nothing except sitting here playing on the computer.
Sounds like
I'm
a
by
good day.
myself, and
Oh,
my son and daughter-in-law that live here near me, they're probably busy. They haven't said anything about
Oh,
the holiday.
I should come get you and bring you here.
I actually
Sometime.
have already, I was just talking to her about that a few days ago. That I
A
told
road
her
trip
that,
there.
yeah, that we're going to take a trip to see her. Because the other thing I forgot to tell you guys, which I'll just tell you guys now, we're just going to have a Dames meeting right now. I forgot to tell you guys that we stream, the Dames stream 11 months out of the year. I have decided that January is our month off because I'm just going to be real plain with you guys. I need a month off.
I hear you.
Sure. Sure.
You take that month. You take that
I'm ta-
holiday.
so,
Yes, you take
so
it.
as the CEO of this enterprise, I declared that January. So we don't stream in January, and this background is not our normal background, but it's gonna have to do because I don't know
Will
where
do.
our other backgrounds went. They got mixed up somehow when PAX came around, and I did the one. I don't know. So it's gonna have to do for this month.
hmm
And as far as what you guys are doing, that's what Mary's doing. Shirley is going to be I'm not sure.
Chilling in Skyrim.
Staying at home,
But-
playing Skyrim.
I'll be playing in Skyrim and recording.
yep.
And
Mm-hmm. So do you have like is that like a sequined type thing you're rocking there, Shirley?
what?
Are
Your
you
shirt
rocking
is pretty.
is your shirt, is it sequins? Is it, because you look like disco.
No. Good. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's multicolored. This looks like
It's
this
pretty.
looks like my Skyrim cups when you put hot liquid in them and it turns all them pretty
Oh.
colors.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is
I
so
don't know what the
cute.
top part is. Someone sent it to me, and
It's
I don't know.
beautiful.
It's nice.
Mm.
I really like
Thanks.
that.
Hmm.
All right, so I'm going to go in and I'd like you guys to start asking us some questions. Excuse me. Because hello, I do need a break at some point. It's perfectly fine. Thank you guys because
Eh,
I bust my butt.
She does.
She does.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
Every day and at night, as you've seen. She's
Yeah.
like up at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I do. But it's worth it because, I mean, I don't complain about it. I love it. I keep telling people, like, people go, Tessa, you work too hard, or, you know, and I'm like, I do. I mean, I guess. But when, you know, you're at my age and life goes, here is this magnificent opportunity. I'm like, yes, please, thank you, I will.
I'll take that.
I'll take that interview. I will take that. You know, by the way, we're going to be interviewed by I can't say who. I don't like to say who until it comes out because you never know. But we're not only going to be interviewed by this upcoming publication, but we're going to be on their YouTube channel as well too. I forgot to tell you guys that. So
You know that?
so anyway, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't tell you because our meetings are like 5 minutes of me going
It's all right. It's all right.
and then we just go live. So Mary spends most of her time as a dame going, oh, really? Oh, cool.
Really? Okay, that's cool.
That's cool.
That sounds
Okay.
good.
Mary's like the most easygoing dame. You know, I'm like, hey, Mary, guess what? Oh, okay, cool.
Thanks. That's good.
All right, so let's start asking some questions. And I can see all the questions coming in. And first of all, Shirley wanted to say something to someone. I saw you laughing at something in chat. Did you want to respond to anyone, Shirley?
Oh, I was just going to tell you guys that Angie said this was armor.
Oh, it is.
Daedric armor.
Yeah.
Plus 50 armor.
I couldn't tell that was armor.
That is totally, so it really is armor. It's actually like a t-shirt of armor. Like, in other words, I mean, like,
I guess
look
that's
on
what it's
top.
supposed to look like.
oh, that
is
is cool.
armor. I don't know.
That is cool. By the way, I'm really happy to see Team Haughty here. As far as like a lot of people here supporting her.
Super here.
Yeah, yeah. And I would actually like to tell the story, maybe not because I said it's 20 questions, of how Haughty came to the Dames, because it was crazy how that happened. The manifestation of it it was from beginning to end. She was there for most of it, and I mean, it's still. I stop and I think about it and go, "Gosh, that was
62.
it's 62." Yep, that is our number. That is our lucky number. All right, so we're going to I'm going to just transition us over. Yipes! I'm so sorry, you guys. So first of all, I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to go over here to where a team is putting in the live stream questions. I want to thank the team so much for being with us. And by the way, if anyone is here because I invited you, I know, I don't know about gig folks are here or anything like that, then just please say hello and say, I'm from such and such. Hi. And I'll be like, oh my God, it's you. Thank you for the line break, Angie. Okay, so the first question is, what are the dame's favorite desserts, recipes, or tasty treats to enjoy?
The recipes?
Mm-hmm.
I don't cook by recipes.
Yeah, I would just say I like just ice cream, chocolate chip ice
Me
cream.
too.
That's
Nothing
gonna
too
make
fancy.
me hungry.
I know, like I want some right now.
I want some too. Okay, so we have chocolate chip ice cream for Mary, and Patty.
For me, it's like I don't cook sweet things. I cook savory things. The person in the house that cooks the sweet things is my hubby, who is Mel. Everybody knows it's Mel. And when I met him, of course, he's from Canada and he lived in America for a long time. And so I didn't know about cream cheese icing. And so he made me this, and I didn't know what a red velvet cake was either, or cinnamon buns or anything like that. And then brownies, I didn't know what a brownie was when I met him. And so any of those three, if it has cream cheese icing on, like now in Australia, if it doesn't have cream cheese icing, don't even talk to me. It's got to have that on it. So that's my favorite thing. But yeah, pretty much anything my hubby makes it sweet, I'll have it.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, Ropo, that is not unfair. It does help me to see the question, and I will definitely, if you ask a question with a super chat, it will get answered. So Roponian is asking, let's see. I'm wondering which this is a good one. Which Skyrim hold is everyone's favorite? Like the Skyrim, like there's Whiterun, and then there's like Winterhold, and then there's like Riften. So and if you don't have a hold, like your favorite place in Skyrim, your like most memorable place if a hold isn't sticking out for you.
I'll answer the one about my favorite hold. The most beautiful one is the Rift, but my favorite place to be is any of the holds up north because I love to wander the coast along the sea. Mm-hmm. I do that almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to confess I haven't played in so long that I actually can't answer that. But, I like all of them at the moment. But the ones probably by the water I like more because I like the water.
For me, it's any with a waterfall. Even if it's just a tiny little waterfall, if there's just a few rocks, like even just coming out of Whiterun, there's some. But if there's a massive waterfall, I will stay there for days. Any game that has waterfalls in it, that's where I will sit. If I'm not having a good day away from my gaming, I'll go into games wherever there are waterfalls and sit. That's my favorite place. And Skyrim have some beautiful ones. Mm-hmm. Some of them, they're just wee little. They're not even really waterfalls, I suppose. It's just water going over rocks. They're my favorite thing in Skyrim. I record them a lot just to watch.
I take pictures of them a lot.
They're beautiful.
I see your pictures every day. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
So that is the answer. And then for myself, thank you, Angie. Angie put all the holds in. That's awesome. My favorite hold or my favorite place is the Autumn Forest down by Riften. I love autumn and just going through that area. It's so beautiful. And I'm also not real fond of snow in life and in games, so the northern coast don't really do it for me. Okay, next question is something. It's gonna be awesome, whatever it is. Um. Oh. What do you think is a good way to get people who are gamers into gaming?
Who are not gamers into gaming? Or
Like you have a friend and you want that person to get into gaming, but she's like, "Oh, I don't know. Gaming is like, I don't know, it's so childish, or it's nothing but like shooting people or, whatever. Stuff like that." What would you say? And how would you get them into it?
I can
Mix
answer.
them a drink,
Mary, go.
and then
Did you say
say,
mix them a
"Hey,
drink?
you want to click
Cranberries.
everything?"
Mix them a drink.
No.
Mix them a drink. And then
And say, "Hey, you want to play this? I'll show you around."
I was going to say, I'd probably tell them, well, do you like to go hiking? Do you like to go on trips? Do you like to take hikes? Just come and play in Skyrim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I agree with Shirley. See what interests them. If there's someone who likes pretty things, or they like pets,
Uh-huh.
or they like pretty clothes. Like my mom will be 79. Next week is our big birthday week. All of our family have birthdays, including myself and my twin sister. It's our big birthday week now. And my mom was watching us playing. She wasn't a gamer 4 years ago, but she kept watching us and seeing us having fun and laughing and looking at the pretty things. And slowly but surely, she got closer and closer in her seat to our PCs. And she eventually said, "What are you doing?" She's now been playing ever since, every day. Every day. She cannot not play. And I introduced her to a new game yesterday. I had her over on stream. I introduced her to the community watching Final Fantasy. Now she has Final Fantasy on her PC. So I think Shirley's right. Think about what they may like and introduce them to a game that has something that they would like, whether it's pets or building or scenery like Skyrim.
I know there is a gamer that plays in Elder Scrolls Online, and she prefers to just buy a house and spend all of her time decorating it because she loves to decorate the house. That's the main thing she does in the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Awesome. So thank you very much for those questions. Since I'm kind of moderating and tossing the questions in, I'll try and think of answers as I can, but I'd like to give the other dames as much time on the microphone as possible and take a back seat whenever I can. So, next question is, let's see. Oh, I love these questions you guys are coming up with. These are great. What would the ideal, perfect summer day be for you? And by the way, I forgot to mention who is asking these questions. So the question about what the dame's favorite desserts were asked by Colin. The question about what is a good way to get gamers into people into gaming was asked by Douglas Roth. Vagabond, hi Vagabond, is now asking, what would be the ideal summer day for you dames? So do you mean like the dames, all of us together, or just our ideal summer days, like, But anyway, what would your ideal summer day be?
I can tell mine.
Oh, yes,
it would be out in the country somewhere beautiful, maybe a picnic thrown down on the ground and a trail nearby to walk through the woods. That'd be my favorite day.
Mine would be by the water. So either
by the water?
Pool, a beach, or a lake, which we just did. We just went camping for about 5 nights, and we swam in the lake every day with the family. So that was pretty much my ideal summer.
I love camping.
Mine would be a barbecue, but given the heat that we have here in summertime, of course, it's our Christmas time, so most of us are on holidays as well. So for me, it'd be a barbecue, but then somewhere to go cool. I'm not a hot weather person, and in our part of the world, I think my hottest day was 48 degrees. We get up to like 115 in your temperature, 117. So for me, I love barbecues in summertime, but then somewhere cool, please. That's my nice mix.
All right, so you heard it. We heard somewhere cool, by the water, and out with a picnic. For myself, it would be next to the ocean, which is where I live anyway. So, an ideal place would be to go to this special place that my husband and I love. Take a little picnic basket, like Shirley said. We actually have a picnic basket someone gave us for our wedding, and have a little hike, and then just sit and listen to the ocean waves. So, yeah, that would
Hmm.
be my ideal summer day. But in contrast, what I'm getting now is foggy overcast because in the Pacific Northwest, it is super hot in inland, and the heat is coming to the ocean and creating this gigantic fog bank. We've
Oh,
basically been
wow.
socked in by fog. Really cool. So
Hmm.
it's actually about, oh, I don't know, it's kind of sweater weather here. It's like
Hmm.
maybe about 60 degrees or somewhere around here. So it's
Hmm.
really chilly. It's actually been too chilly to vlog outside while everybody else inland is freezing. I mean, burning up.
Yeah.
We're over here freezing.
Hmm.
Okay, so next question, and I like
Hmm.
funny questions. Oh, here's a good one. This is by LV. Hi, LV. Yeah, we will. Don't worry, Vagabond. We will. Yeah, it's super hot. Yeah, exactly. So, how to find friends? I'm going to actually, I think I might start out with this one, at least because I had an answer pop to me, unless anyone else has something. Yeah, okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Um, do a PAX panel, invite your grandma gaming friends, well, the people that you know, that you're, because I didn't know Mary well when I did that one. I didn't know Hottie yet. So start something and invite people. I mean, basically, and then decide they're your sisters, basically,
Yeah.
and then inform them of such,
Yeah.
basically.
You're mine
Um,
now.
yeah, exactly. By the way, Mary, I'm totally digging that T-shirt that you're wearing with the holes
Oh,
and
this
that
one?
shirt.
Oh,
Goodness, you're looking fetching.
it's like a beach cover up thingy, but
Yeah, it's so nice. You just look
thank
really
you.
relaxed today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so but seriously, how do you um get friends? And a lot of it for me has to do with finding out what you love and then putting that out there and saying, does anybody else love this? Start a little
I
club,
guess,
have a little
yeah,
gaming night,
shared interests,
shared
I guess,
interests.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, is the best. I'm not real good at making in-person friends lately, mostly because I'm traveling a lot. But it's usually the shared interests, like the things in the horse world. I've made some horse friends. I'm not in many clubs or anything, so I guess my other friends would be the gaming
Hmm.
friends that I know online or have met offline, and then the friends that I've retained through the long-term friends. I guess there's different groups. I have a few that I've known since high school still, but but I guess the shared interest is the doing something you like, and hopefully you meet people who like the same things, and then you get along with them, and you keep making friends.
Awesome. And Haughty?
I agree. And also, I'd add it can be difficult to make friends if you are introverted or being sociable doesn't come naturally to you for lots of different reasons. Some people have difficulty in reaching out to be social. So I will add to that especially since the pandemic, I said especially twice, people can learn to socialize a little better or practice their social skills virtually. And I find a lot, for example, in my community, they may be a little shy or introverted, or they have some difficulty in connecting with others. And so practicing your social skills online can be a really safe place to do it, especially if you have a nice community, like the Grand Dames, for example, and the Discord is such a safe place. So if you're a little bit nervous about making friends, find a place where there's people with a common interests, like the Grand Dames. Have a little chat, introduce yourself, and sometimes it can be a little uncomfortable, but just take a little step into that uncomfortable space and say, "Hi, this is me. I love this game." And that can be all it takes to find someone else who has an interest like you. And then you can slowly build on there. So, baby steps and practice a little bit in a safe space if it's not something that comes natural to you, I think.
And No Name in chat said, "You just missed a chance. You just missed a chance to say join the Grand Dames Discord." So I'm just lay it out here. Join the Grand Dames Discord. I say that because the support is welcome, but also seriously, that Discord is such a lovely place where people are coming together, and I'm beginning to watch friendships form. Like Kura, who's in chat right now, he said, "You know what? Let's do like a E3 kind of hangout place, like hang out after E3 and discuss games." So he and V put that together. I don't know if V is in here right now, but he did that, and then we all just joined in and just had like a chat in which I tried really hard to shut up. It wasn't easy. Anyway, yep, there's V. Hi V. So V was there, and it was really a neat thing. Discord is a great way to connect. And Olive, an actual Nicole, I'm so sorry. And Olive was in there. And yeah, so there you go. There's one answer as to how to make friends. But I also have something else to add to that. Really, you want to be a person, you want to feel about yourself in a way that makes people want to be friends with you. And that just means that you are doing your best to find the joy in yourself, find the good in yourself, and send that outwards. They always say that the minute you get a man, all the other men kind of want to be around you. Well, there's a reason for that. That happened to me too. Once I got married and I was living in this happy relationship, my husband jokes that I have like at least 3 other husbands because all these men are just like, man, Jessa's so beautiful, so amazing. And I'm like, where were you for like 12 years before? I was by myself. Where were you? But it wasn't until I did my kind of inner work and found my own beauty, which everybody, I don't care what you say, everybody has inner beauty. Everybody. So so you exude that and people are like, I want some of that. Because most people want friends. And they want to be friends with people that are kind and awesome.
And it's good
Thanks.
for you. It's good for
It's
your
good
mental
for you.
health to have friends.
Exactly.
All right.
Shirley, do you have anything you want to add to that
That's
as far as?
that's
Yeah.
probably why I've been in a sort of a down, kind of a bad mood for quite a while because I don't have any friends here, and because I live away from everything. There's nothing around, and well, except the people in this apartment building. But that's a different story. So I just sit here in my room and out on my patio and play games and make vlogs and cook and maybe work on a quilt once in a while. And so there isn't any friends around to make. But I do remember my best friend in Virginia before I moved back here, how I met her. The lady that I was renting from, she was up at the street talking to a neighbor up the street, and they was just chatting. I was in my house coat and outside hanging up laundry on the line. And my landlady called back to me and she said, "Come up here, Shirley. I want you to meet somebody." And I went up there, and it was a fellow quilter, and she belonged to a guild and she belonged to a quilting bee. And so she invited me to come to the bee, and that's how we became friends. And then I made lots of friends in the bee. So that was fun. But that was a small place.
Shirley, Joelle, who I think you would genuinely get along with in chat, is saying that she lives about 25 minutes from you.
You're kidding. Joelle, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
And
There
I
you
think
go.
you guys would get along. And Joelle is a really nice person. She's awesome. So, Joelle, I mean, just
So, Joelle, do you know the little downtown Lebanon? Like all those little shops and cool little places down. I wish I lived down there by that main downtown. Do you know the places down there? I'm listening for her to answer me.
we can't hear you, Joelle. Joelle's typing as loud as she can.
Oh my God.
But I want to just say, hello, Mexican Duck. I want to just say that, seriously, if you are nearby where Shirley is in Lebanon, Ohio, email her and see if you can't set something up with her. Maybe she, she
Do a
might have
meet and
time.
greet.
Do a meet and greet.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Do a meet and greet because there's tons of people right around.
I was going to do a meet and greet. I already had it all set up, but the stupid COVID happened and I had to cancel it. I will be doing it. I will be doing it whenever I can.
So yeah, just email her and say her email is over on her channel, on Shirley's channel. And just go to the about page and then click on the email. And thank you, LV. Thank you. You guys are being really kind. Which you're not all the time, every time, but anyway. Hello, Mexican Duck. So anyway, yeah, let's move on to the next question. I don't know about you guys, but I like 20 questions. This is awesome.
Me too.
So okay, I'm going to throw this one out here, but I have a feeling it's going to stump us. So Jerry Ambrosio has asked if each dame could be represented with an item from any game, which item would it be? I haven't the foggiest.
The Blood Skull Blade.
Oh, wait. I want to get you on camera doing that again. Let me see that blade, girl. Let me see that imaginary blade.
The Blood Skull Blade.
You better believe that our editor is going to put a blade in your hand and make it swish. You better believe that.
I've got 2 or 3 laying around. I should have had one here on my desk.
Oh, Shirley, will you go get one? I will move the camera.
No, because I'm not fully dressed.
I was just about to say, girlfriend, if you give me 2 seconds, I was just about to say that I'm going to take the camera off you.
Oh.
So the camera is off you now, and it is on me. Take your beautiful self over there and tell me when you're ready to put the camera back on. I swear to you that all that is going out to the stream is me. You're going to have to believe me. How long have we been friends? I'm going to feel hurt in a minute. I'm going to feel real hurt. We cannot see you. It is just me. I've got you, baby. How many times have I said that to her? You guys, I just need to talk for a minute about my friendship with Shirley. Let me just get started on this. First of all, ignore my shaky desk. Second of all, I love Shirley. And this is our friendship summed up. No, don't you? Aww. I can't tell you because I'm the only one on the thing. I can't see anyone else. Are you ready? Are you ready, Shirley? Okay. You are now on camera again. All right, bring it.
Okay.
Dun,
Okay.
dun, 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 dun,
What
dun,
is
dun.
it, Mary?
It's
Hold on, let me see what Mary's holding up. Oh, Mary. Oh, Mary.
Borderlands.
Okay, so there's your question.
Where's your
Answered. If you wanted to know, right there. Mary, I'm so glad you're a dame. I'm going to switch to Shirley now, but this image is going to stay with me forever. Okay,
And all
Shirley,
of us.
bring on the blade.
All right. Here's one blade that
Oh my
someone
gosh.
gave me.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
is that real?
wow.
Oh my gosh, that is
Isn't
real.
that cool? Isn't that cool?
Shirley,
This is another
everything I
blade
just
someone gave me.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Shirley, everything I
Gorgeous.
just said about you, I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. I'm
You
really
better be. Now, here's the big one.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's gorgeous.
There better not anybody break.
Yeah, we'll be
There
careful.
better not anybody break into my apartment.
Oh my god.
Armed and dangerous. I agree with you.
And in the games, I'm good with a sword, so I think I would be in
Mhm.
real life too.
Mhm. I'm wanting a
You know-
staff now because I want a staff.
Do you know what they need to do? I know that they have done a mod of you as a follower, but a mod of you as a talking sword.
As a talking sword?
Oh, yeah, that is actually something that is not unheard of. I mean, actually, there is a mod out there that is a talking sword
I
mod.
don't know.
But, you know, like, it's basically just like a spirit, you know, maybe was punished by the gods and had to live in this sword, helping adventurers, you know, and you know, the sword is usually kind of sassy and I mean, back me up. Am I like the only one? Like, is it just
Surely
like
the sassy sword.
like me? Is that just me?
Maybe
Well,
just you.
Borderlands has talking guns.
Okay, thank you. Something.
There we go. There we
The
go.
talking sword would be, not out of the question.
I read
Well,
a
talking
series
swords are a
of
thing.
fantasy books, and the main character in there, he had a sword that was sentient. It knew
Yeah.
things and
Sentient.
could
Mhm.
get to him
There you go.
mentally.
Yeah. So I mean, and like it's not like the sword literally has a mouth. It's like a voice emanates from it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Sentient weapons are common. Okay, thanks. I was like, for a minute, I was
go.
like, come on, y'all. Am I nuts? This is- Howdy, what's your answer? I thought we wouldn't have any answers for this, but wow.
Yeah, look, I wish I had a staff. I have played a warlock or necromancer or dark arts, dark magic class in all of my games for years. As soon as I could play one, I was one. So really, honestly, if there was any one item, it'd be a staff. And now I want one. Now I really want one. I'm gonna have to work out how to get one in
Yes.
my life. If it has fire, all the better. If I had a ball like right now of an orb of fire, because I always play destruction fire type DPS in any game, then that'd be it. But now I want a staff. Now I've seen what Shirley has. I'm going to do that. I want what Shirley has, but I want a staff right here, and it could be up against my wall. I could have it along there. I have to find one.
Oh, that would be nice.
Hubby, it's my birthday next week. We just have it.
Nudge,
Hubby,
nudge, Blake, yeah.
Subtle, not subtle is the
Tell the
hashtag.
hubby you want a staff.
All right,
I know what I want now.
You just heard
So-
me.
That question kind of went from, by the way, I want to say thank you so much to Sack Zeld. Thank you so much for that super chat. And if you did a super chat earlier in the stream and I missed you, I'm sorry. But if you did, just type that you did and I will say thank you to you. So yeah, so you basically you heard it here. That question kind of went from like, who would you be or what represents you in the game to like what you'd love to have in the game. But I think it's basically the same thing. Like, you know, like, I mean, for myself, I don't know. I'm gonna throw this one back at my sisters. So what do you guys think represents me most in a game? Like, you guys watch me. I don't know.
Be the sage and the lore master telling the stories down to the generations within the game of what was and what could be, I think.
All right, I'm good with that. I like that. Okay. Awesome.
I
All
don't know.
right.
You need
Well,
something Sims related. Yeah. Just
yeah.
don't know what though.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Something what related?
Sims.
Sims related.
Something in
Yeah.
the Sims.
And
Yeah.
you know, like I don't know of any well, there's the I was gonna say I don't know if there's any like sage wisdom, you know, like a sage, a knowing person in The Sims, except I don't know if you count like the social bunny that comes when you go lonely and nuts. You ever and then and The Sims 2, when the social bunny comes to visit The Sims and no other sim can see the social bunny, like literally if you go to another sim, the social bunny will disappear. But if you go back to the sim that the social bunny is there for, you know, I
I've
would
never
be a
seen a
good
social
social
bunny.
bunny. Oh, thank you. Well, the therapist too. Yeah, the therapist was pretty good, but I don't know. I need a magic cape or an enchant. Ooh, that's what I would be, Vagabond. Vagabond got it correct. I
Cape.
would be an enchanted tiara. And
Oh,
when
There you
cool.
go.
That's
There
There
right.
you
That's
go.
Yeah.
clever.
That's a good
That's
one.
clever.
yeah.
Which you don't have on.
No, today I'm just kind of rocking a scarf today. I do have a lovely this was it's a little purple heart and in it is a little seed. And this is
It's
what I
very
wore on
pretty.
my wedding day, actually.
Oh.
That's lovely.
And there's a
Lovely.
little seed in it, and all 7 of my bridesmaids got the same exact thing with a very tiny little note in it wrapped up that said that I loved them.
Oh, it's lovely.
Aw,
And it
That's
that's so
screws
lovely.
off,
sweet.
you know, it screws. So anyway, you reach the end of the dungeon, says Raponian. Across the room, you hear a muffled, "Hey, over here. It's dusty in here," coming from a chest. You open it, and there's just a sword with Shirley's voice saying, "Finally!"
I like it. I like it.
I don't know. I just
I
think
hope
Shirley would make a great sword. Just like totally
I hope the
sassy.
sword. I hope the sword don't jump out of the chest and stab him. Then.
Yeah, I would back
Oh,
away
totally.
quickly. But seriously, you guys have learned, like I will never go to Shirley's house without telling her well in advance that I am arriving. Because I want to live.
Who goes there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she's fast. All right, so that's that question. I really enjoyed that one. Thank you so much for that. And then next one is I'm looking for the questions. If I skip your question, it's not personal. I'm just looking for questions that I know that the dames are going to be eager to answer and that we haven't already answered a lot in other interviews and situations. Oh, here's one. This is from Rika. Hi, Rika. By the way, you guys, the dames, another thing I meant to tell you is that Rika has completed our newest mug, including a haughty in it, and it's really nice. The image that's going to go on the mug. So I will show you guys that when it's all done. But Rika asks, do you have a favorite secret that you have found in a game? Like a secret area or like a, ooh, I didn't know this was here type of thing? I'm
I
trying to
have
remember
two
one.
things.
Okay,
I have
cool.
two things. The first time I ever found them, of course, I've seen them lots of times since then, but the first time I found them was really cool. One was 2 skeletons on the beach, and one was laying down, and he had his leg caught in a trap, like a bear trap. And the other one was sitting there beside him, with him. I guess it had sat there with his friend until they both died. And then eventually they were skeleton. And I thought, what a sad story. And then the other one was a flag, an old tattered ratty flag on a pole way up on a hill. And there was a skeleton there with his arms sort of wrapped. He's laying on the ground and his arms sort of wrapped around the pole. I don't know what his story was, but it looked pitiful.
I found recently, because I play I play the Fallout series as well as other games, but I love Fallout. and Fallout 4. But I've been playing Fallout 76 with friends and my hubby, and I found a spot to build just on the water, and it was beautiful. And I saw something just on the water's edge up next to the rock, and I thought, okay, I need to clean out that bit of rubbish so I can put my base there. And it was a wooden box, a little cardboard box. And I looked inside, and there were 2 teddy bears, and they'd made a little rudder on the box, and one of them had an oar. And I took a picture of it, and I built my house around them. I didn't want to remove them.
Aw.
So it was 2 bears in a box that they'd fashioned into a little boat on the lake. So now I have a base in Fallout with little bears in their box.
Oh my
on a little
goodness.
deck.
That's cute.
So,
I like
yeah.
that.
I
don't
don't know
know.
who, because, it was lovely.
Hottie, I don't know how you can manage to be like so cute. Like your cute meter is like off the charts, man. It's crazy. I don't know how you do it. I don't know what your secret is, but I want whatever you're smoking.
I
Anyway,
don't smoke. Vietnamese coffee, though, with a couple of things in.
okay, I'm on that. I'm gonna get some because I want some of that cute. um, so Mary, do you have a secret area you've ever found in a game that you're just like, oh?
I'm sure I do. I can't think of one right off the bat that's nothing's coming to
Yeah,
mind.
nothing's
Like,
coming to mind. Okay, so let's move on to.
sorry.
No worries, that's all
You're
right.
all good.
It's 20 questions, which means we just kind of whip them out, and if as many people have an answer as have one, and then we move on. So, I'm gonna skip the E3 one. No, I guess I won't. I have a feeling that Shirley and Mary may not have an answer to this one, but any games that were announced at E3 that the dames are super excited for.
I watched E3, but the only thing I would have been excited for was an announcement that ES6 was going to be published. And of course,
Exactly.
it won't be for years, so I didn't care about anything else.
I didn't actually watch any of the E3, so I don't know anything offhand that I might be excited about. But
Mm-hmm.
I watched them. I got up at 2 a.m. I didn't sleep for 3 days watching all of E3. I was hoping, like Shirley, I was hoping for an announcement, but Starfield, because I'm a Fallout fan, I looked at Starfield and I didn't think it would be as good as it's looking. So Starfield is what I'm really looking forward to from Bethesda. I think it's going to be fabulous. That's what I'm excited about.
For me, it depends on the mechanics of the gameplay and whether it's going to be a open world enough for me to make stories in.
Yeah.
I don't want to just play a flying through space and having to build my spaceships and fighting in space. I won't do that.
So for me, it's the game Palia, the Sims-like MMO. I am so looking forward to that game. And then the second one, hello, baby girl. He's like, I don't care if you're live. And then the second one is, hey, baby, there's Lila's tail.
wait. When you're done, I do have an answer.
Okay, Paralives. I really want Paralives to come out, but the minute that Palia comes out or I get into the beta, I'm going to go with people in the Discord or any of the dames and just play together, because it just seems like the answer to that I've wanted about collaborative, creative building, and it's basically The Sims as an MMO, except except you're The Sims, Great. I'm
Looks
really
beautiful.
looking forward to that. Okay, Mary,
Okay.
what do you got?
Well, this kind of goes around the Borderlands thing, but I do love Gearbox, who is the one who puts out Borderlands, and I know that they talked about the movie, so I'm very excited about Borderlands, the movie that's going to be coming out. I've been following everybody in it and their Instagram, and I know they've wrapped the movie, so they're going to be, doing everything, getting it ready. And then the other thing is, which Jesse, you messaged me about, is the Tiny Tina Wonderlands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really interesting Borderlands style game, but totally on the Tiny Tina thing. It seems to be based off her um, the DLC that she did, that type of Dungeon and Dragon style, maybe. But that would probably be the one thing that I'm kind of excited about.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Well, besides that awesome hat that you're sporting, because you look so awesome, Mary, what is that
Yes.
lovely pendant around yon neck?
This would be our Grand Dame's lovely teacup pendant.
I love that pendant. That is so cute.
First
Thank
time
you for
I've
sporting
had
that. Yep. And some of you guys in chat are like, I want that pendant, but unfortunately, it is no longer available. However,
Is it?
It's
sold
no,
out.
it is sold out, baby. So you either got one or you didn't, which reminds me that Gail, who's already on top of it, there are things in our merch store that are literally buy it and it's gone. Like, for example, one of our patrons was showing off her honorary dame necklace, which looks really good.
Oh, I
It's
saw
like
that.
wonderful sterling silver and like this wonderful writing and everything that was custom. It was custom laser cut by a jeweler. There's a bracelet and there's a keychain, and that's it. So if you want it, you better get it because they go. And then once they're gone, I mean, that's it. They're gone. So, so anyway, yeah, I love Dame Mary too. One of my fondest memories of Dame Mary is at PAX. You know, she knows so many people at PAX, but she just texted me and said, "Hey, you want to hang out?" I mean, she could have been talking to like 5,000 other people, and she texted me and said, "You know, I know you're new here," and she didn't leave me alone, and so that was great. I really remember that. Anyway, yeah, the bracelets. Thank you so much. That necklace, that was good. So let's move on to now. We're gonna go for another about 15 minutes or so, and I'll just kind of play it by ear based upon the energy of the dames and how they're feeling. I guess I'll ask them, Jake. And I don't know if it's too personal. We'll find out. How many siblings do you guys have?
I got 4 sons.
Siblings, honey.
9. What?
Siblings.
Oh, I don't have any anymore because all of my family has passed except me.
Oh. That's actually really sad. That makes me sad.
It is sad. When I lived out in California, there was always in the back of my head, if anything ever drastically happened in my life, I could go back to Indiana and stay with my mom for a while. And after she died, here I was way up in my middle age or old age, and I immediately thought, I don't have anything to fall back on anymore. And that was really, really hard. It was a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds really.
See that.
That's very touching, Shirley, and that's one of the. Is that one of the bigger challenges of growing older? Is realizing how, people that you've relied on.
When all the rest of your family passes away, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that coming for me. So it's I have one sibling. I have a sister, and not to make anybody feel bad, but she is battling brain cancer, and we've been doing it for the last 4.5 years. So this October will be 5 years that she was first diagnosed, which is amazing in and of itself because glioblastoma does not normally go 5 years. So she's still here with us. We're still enjoying a lot of time with her. And then I also have 2 aging parents. So I can see myself, like what Shirley says, eventually down the line being possibly the last one of my original family. And it's kind of weird to think it's going to be like that. But
it's sobering. I just have one. I have one twin sister. We don't have any older brothers or sisters, which is an interesting experience growing up. I've always wondered what it's like to have an older brother or older sister or younger. It's just my twin sister and I. And we have my mom. My dad passed. So yeah, my mom is getting older. It is sobering when you get older, and I think all of us in the chat, as we're older, you start to lose those closest to you. But yeah, I just have the one sister, and we've got closer as we've got older, which is lovely. So it's nice to celebrate our birthdays. As I say, it's next week. Although sometimes I have to check in with her every now and again over the years. I have to say, how old are we this year? Because sometimes she would nudge those figures a little bit. But yeah, am I really this old, or am I 2 years younger this year?
I forgot my age one whole year. My son had to tell me.
Uh-oh.
So what is it
My
like
sister forgot my birthday.
What is it like to have a twin? Do you guys look alike, or are you different?
No, we're quite different. For a long time, we didn't even really look like sisters. As we get older, she is now growing her hair. Her platinum is now coming out, and she's embracing that too. But no, we're not alike at all. When I told her I was streaming and what Twitch was, she looked at me for a little minute and said, "Has that got something to do with the clouds?" She has no idea. She doesn't game, but she's a sweetheart, but no idea. But that's okay. She supports me anyway.
And I'm gonna, well, I can say this. I have a brother. And I've talked about him before. He is the one who just went back for his PhD in astrophysics. And he's the one who went to Yale and to Harvard. So
Nice.
there's a cat walking by. So anyway, how many questions have we answered? That's a good question. I don't know. How many questions have we answered? One of the mod team might be keeping track. I have no idea. But yes, so I do have a brother. Ooh, here's a good one. Another one for Vagabond. I see your question here. I'm going to see if I can give anyone else a chance because I answered one of yours already. We are, and I'm going to try to avoid questions that are geared just to one dame. Okay, here we go. Music. What kind of music are we all into? I know some of Shirley's answer.
Go ahead, Shirley.
I'm a headbanger.
I probably like anything except headbanging.
You guys heard it here. Shirley's a headbanger.
Easy listening, new age, 70s, 80s. I like a lot of different, except the really, really hard headbang.
Actually, I like a lot of different kinds of music,
Yeah.
except country western. I can't stand that. But I really have always and still do like hard rock.
So if we got something in the shop that said Savage Shirley, with Shirley like,
Oh my God.
would you
Oh my
if
God.
you got I want that in there. Savage Shirley. That's what we need to do is to get that with her holding up that sword. Oh, that would make a great t-shirt.
Oh, just a whole.
Yeah, exactly. Haughty music.
I like my T-shirt from my store that says Grandma Shirley loves trees, and oh my, got a heart.
That is a great t-shirt.
Tree.
Savage
That's
Shirley.
Mine tastes a little bit eclectic. I love lounge and very chill kind of jazz. I like that kind of music, but I've been into K-pop for the last couple of years, and so I'm very much into Korean K-pop, like into BTS. That's one of my go-tos right now. So it's a mix between chill jazz, house music, and K-pop. So
Okay.
that's where I'm at.
Awesome. Thank you for that. For myself, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. I guess I love Stevie Wonder. Most of his stuff. I love that's a good one, Ethereal. I'll try and get that in. I haven't really got a good answer for that. It's basically just whatever I like, but I will admit that my music selection is very stale, and I've been listening to the same like list of songs for so many years. And whenever I try and find new music, like if you go on Spotify and you say, if you like this song, you'll like all these other songs. And I'll listen to them and I'm like, hate it, hate that, can't stand that. Oh my God, what is that? No. So, it's just, actually, I I have to put myself on screen for this one because he's going to be mad at me when he realizes I didn't say this. My favorite music is my husband's music. He's like, took you long enough. Yeah, so I want to apologize for that, baby doll. He'll be like, I can't wait to watch the new stream. And I'm like, oh, no, you don't want to watch. It was boring. It was nothing interesting happened. It was stupid. It was stupid.
Angie says she wondered when you'd remember that.
Sometimes I think Angie knows me better than I know me sometimes. Because so many times I'll go to her and I'll tell her something and she'll be like, yeah, I was waiting for you to figure that out. Anyway, so yeah, next, I am going to ask this question. If video games didn't exist anymore, what would you do? Now let's frame this as a story. You wake up tomorrow. Video games existed in your memory. You go and sit down at your computer ready to stream or play or open up your Switch. But the Switch has nothing on it. There's no games. You go and look for Steam. It doesn't exist. It's never existed. Steam.com is available to buy, or maybe it goes to like a teapot company or something. It's just no games anymore. They just disappeared off the planet. And not only that, but anyone that you used to play games with, you go to them and you say, what happened to all the games? And they go, what are you talking about? Monopoly's still here, Scrabble's still here. No, video games like Borderlands. And they'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. What would you do? And what would you do with your time after that?
I would get my notebook and paper and pen and start writing, which is what I always wanted to do anyway. And that's why I game, is so that I can tell stories that I don't have the patience to sit and write.
All right.
I'd probably read. So I've always wanted to do a quilt, like Shirley's already a quilter, but I've kind of wanted to do that. Crochet, kind of things I've done in the past, but I just haven't because there's no time because there's video games.
Right.
I would grab my camera because my other love, and I haven't given it much attention because I've been streaming, is photography. So I would start going back to that. But I would also be sort of joining up with people saying, okay, we need to develop something called a video game. Let's work out how to do this and get that back into the universe.
What I would do for sure is I would turn my whole heart towards vlogging and try and make as much income as I could from that, so I could do basically what Haughty did and reinvent video games. Like I'd just like start a company and say, let's make this game. It's this game about little people in a neighborhood and you can play as those little people. Let's call them Sims. Like simulation. And then I would just make the Sims all over again and become a millionaire because everybody would be like, oh my God, it's the most amazing thing ever. And then but I'd make the Sims the right way. The way that, which is, I'm just gonna step off this because I'm gonna insult a bunch of people if I keep talking. Jessa is very let's get down to business. She would do it. Yeah, I am. That's true. I'm doing a vlog series on the Jessa channel called Cracking the YouTube Code, which is quite fun actually so far. And I will be opening up the analytics. All of you guys know this except for maybe Mary, because Mary.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
What's
there
new?
you go. Yeah, it's called Cracking the YouTube Code, and the whole thing is I'm vlogging my journey to success on YouTube with both the Jessa channel and the Grand Dames, and opening up our analytics and showing you guys exactly how things work on the back end of the channel and how I am planned to build a multimedia gaming, grandma gaming empire out of one live stream a month, and my entire plan for doing that. But one of the first thing I did in that series was talk about my challenges, like the things I think that will make it hard for me to do it. And then in the other thing I talk about is my benefits. And the reason I brought that up, that's episode 2, which is coming out next Friday. Thank you, LV. My voice is so expressive. Yes, it is. Because I would make a great actor. I did go to school for acting. But anyway, one of my benefits that I talked about in that series is my determination. Like, you know, the first thing that I said when Haughty came to me and said, you know, we can't do Twitch, basically. I said a curse word. She felt similarly. And then I sat back, and after going through the emotional response, I then started going, okay, Twitch, come at me, bro. You want to play like that? Bring it. And I started thinking of ways to get around that, to knock that wall down, to, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, cracking the YouTube code. I love vlogging, and the Jessa Channel 3.0, which is the new version of the channel, is mostly vlogs with the occasional game, because I'm a gamer. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is going to be our last one because and so I really want this to be, oh gosh, man, some of these are so good, but I think we're going to ask this one because it's so touching. And this one is another one by Colin. And yeah, this is going to be it. What's your favorite childhood memory? Good night, Black Panther. By the way, when I talk to Shirley on the phone, she tells me about you. I mean, she mentions that your friendship. So just to know.
A lot of memories, actually.
A lot of
Wow.
memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think to me the innocence of youth, you know, back in the day, my family all lived in the same small town, which is no longer a small town here in Melbourne. It's quite bustling. Things change over years, and in my youth, we would just walk to my nana's house, walk to my aunt's house. There were lots of family parties, and everyone bring food, whatever they had in their refrigerator, and we'd cook it all up in barbecues, what have you. It was just the innocence of youth, where you could, you know, walk freely in the little town where we lived and get together with family. They're some of my fondest memories, I think. Now that family grows, as we talked about earlier, people pass on, you become the older person in your family, whereas before you were the younger one. So for me, it's that getting together with family, and as networks have grown older and they've got their own children and children, that closeness is not there. So I think that's my biggest memory of my my youth, my childhood.
All right.
I think I would have to say that it would be with my father, because I never saw him anymore after I was about 7, maybe. And I can remember when I was younger than that, he would take me on a Saturday, he would take me to the movies. And I remember he always dressed up nice and dressed up with a top coat and a scarf and a hat, a brimmed hat. And he would take me to the movies, and right beside the theater was an open stand. It was a window with a shelf, and you could order things out of there from someone standing there. And we would always stop there and either get a hot dog, which I liked everything on it, or an ice cream cone after the movie. So I think that's one of my favorite memories.
That's lovely.
Oh, that was really nice. Mary.
Well, I think most of my childhood, because I grew up as a military dependent, my dad was in the Marine Corps. So we lived on the West Coast in California, then Arizona, and then to the East Coast. But I think we lived on the base. It's the camaraderie with the other kids and the other families. Because you have to make friends like at school, and then you're out for the summer. And I mean, that was a time of, we played outside all day long, come home when the street lights are on. We'd ride our bikes to the pool. We'd ride the bus to the movie on the base, 25 cents for a movie, 25 cents for popcorn and a drink. We had horses back then. It was just a lot of outside friends, always something going on. I don't remember it ever being a lonely time but I've realized now that I'm older, I think it's that little bubble of being brought up in a military family on a military base, and all of us shared the same upbringing and moving in the different, I know it's a very different setting, I think, than a lot of people realize. But those of us from my high school class, we've all said now, like, we kind of look back and see, like, it really was kind of a special type of community thing. But I think those have become kind of my favorite memories.
Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough one for me, because as some of the dames, Shirley in particular, very well know, I had a very difficult upbringing, which I will talk about through the vlogging because I think sharing it is very important. But I don't know. I'm really sorry to say I don't have any good childhood memories. I can't think of anything. My
Want to give a
childhood
recent
was
one?
brutal. Well, if it's recent, it isn't childhood.
True.
So, yeah.
Can my inner child hug your inner child right now?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Because she'd
Oh,
really like to hug your inner child.
thanks. Okay, that got me. However, the good news is that I am transforming that. Oh, you guys. My favorite Jessa memory is her accidentally flashing her naked sim self during a live stream. Yeah, I did that. I had some old pictures where I took my sim self and her husband, who was a guy that had dumped me long ago. This is all in the past. And I wanted to make a happy story, a happy ending for us. And so I took us out. And naturally, like anyone, most people, I took that blur off so that all the naughty bits were showing. And
You can take
and
the blur off?
Yeah, I'll teach you how later. Anyway. So thank you so much for those hugs. I really appreciate that. I really do. I'm not just saying that to be like slapping my mouth. I really appreciate that. So anyway, but I took the blur off, and then there was some woohoo. And I was going through the pictures and like, oh, this is it was a stream showing my old Sims pictures. Oh, remember this? Oh, look at that horrible house I built. Oh, look, there are my bits. Oh, wait a minute. They were pixelated bits, but they were bits. You can take the blur off. So anyway, it was a little awkward, but deeply, deeply, deeply. Oh, I did. I did yell that during a live stream. I forgot to mute my mic. Yeah. So my answer is I don't have any positive childhood memories. However, and I'm going to put myself full screen for this one, because the editor, it's easier for her to work with this when I do that. But for me, what I can say I have that I got from my childhood is a lot of that determination, and I have it. I guess when you're continually broken open when you're that young, you either have two ways you can go with it. You can become a tight and very bitter, damaged, or defined as damaged human being. Or you can break that pain open and become deeply authentic, deeply kind. And so when I say, oh my goodness, but anyway, when a donation just came in, that surprised me. When I say, that I feel the pain that you are going through, when you guys come to Discord and you talk to Mama Jessa and the other dames, and you say, I have had this pain, I am in terror, I've experienced this, because all the things that happened to me in my childhood were not my fault. I had the misfortune to be born to parents who were very damaged humans. So it has given me an immense empathy. So, and I exude that every day. Like the other day, Haughty reached out to me and she was like, I have a lot going on my plate right now. And I immediately was like, what can I do for you? I mean, like, I've known Haughty for a month and I was ready to hop on the phone, be there with her, drop everything, because she, as far as I'm concerned, the moment that she said, yes, I'm coming to the dames, I will be a dame, she was my sister as far as I was concerned, and that was that. So yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm going to say this live, and I'm probably going to get myself in some trouble, and I really hope I don't, but I'm going to be honest that I love all the dames, and I loved Haughty the minute I saw her face. Like, not on the disc, like on when I saw that 62 and I followed that breadcrumb and I saw her
62.
face. I saw her and I said, well, now look at that. There you are. And I said the same thing about my husband. And I loved my husband the minute I met him. It was just, I just waited for the rest of the world to catch up. And that's basically how I feel about her too. I say that all public and all like, but
Well, you've done it now.
yeah, I've done it now. Now I'm all in.
All in, girl.
Now hug. Yeah, there's a lot of hugging going on emotionally. So we're gonna wrap this up. It is hey, we're coming in 2 minutes under, Shirley. Not bad.
Nice.
And yeah, thank you guys. Feel free to follow each of the dames on their different channels. Sure, Haughty just put up a channel trailer. That was nice. Shirley got to talk about teas, which I'm so jelly of. I want to get a tea sponsor for our, so I might go to that company, Shirley, and if it's all right with you, and ask if they'd be willing to sponsor the dames as well too. But let me know if that's not okay. You can tell me later. And then Mary is just living her life, living her best life. So, and she's not streaming at the current moment, but except for here. And
yeah, I want to though.
I know. I want to do a Borderlands stream with you because I've been saying that. I've just been waiting for basically I've been waiting for you to go, I have time, let's do it. Because
yeah, it's coming up to that.
It's coming. When she does this, when she does like the karate chop, she's serious.
Yeah.
When she does the karate chop move. As a survivor of childhood trauma, yeah, there's a lot of survivors out there. I'll see you guys all next time. I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna mute the dames, and there we go. Got Shirley muted. And keep in mind that we are not doing an after party this time, but if the dames can wave goodbye before I go off of their yeah. We'll see you next month, the first Saturday of every month. We stream 11 months out of the year. And I am Dame Jessa. If you are a survivor of childhood trauma, come in and be supported. We don't really do therapy in our Discord, but we do, we do focus on what is good in life, because I'm no longer a child. I have control now. I don't ever have to be treated badly again, unless it's by choice. And it ain't. In other words, it's not going to happen. And people find that out very quickly about me. Many hugs to all of you guys. I will take you out on the merch video again. And oh, by the way, someone went in and bought, while we were live, someone went in and bought the last necklace because I forgot that there was a sterling silver version and a rose gold version. That rose gold version is gone now. So now all that's left is the bracelet and the keychain. Thank you so much for being a part of our little dame's cottage. And we'll see you next month. Much love to all of you from me and my sisters. Bye-bye. We have a shop! The Grand Dames has a shop at thegrandames.com/shop. There's all kinds of goodies there for the home, for the self, stationery, and stickers. We have these wonderful handmade pieces, which are many of them one of a kind. You can't get them anywhere else. Such as these lovely little teacup charms made with watercolor. They're all one of a kind and made in small batches, so once they're gone, they're gone. These adorable accessories, stationery, beautiful things to make your home gorgeous and to raise your spirits are available at thegrandames.com/shop. There's something there for everyone's budget, so stop on by. And thank you, as always, for watching.